complete the deal. But this time they're up by 5 goals in the wet.
Well, they can sniff a win. I reckon there'll be a real steely resolve about this mob in the second half, the Tigers.
Graham first hands on it. Cochin, a fresh air shot. Port with the breeze. Still some rain around at half-time as well. Port need to get something going. Perhaps the first 2 goals. Slippery ball now. Spills out the back. Kelvin Moore can't take it. There's plenty around the ball, just waiting for it to bounce out off someone's boots. Tuck. Strong work in close.
He's been good today.
He's been terrific at that, which is required in these conditions. Asprey round the corner. Naha started well in the first half. Tamlin couldn't get boot to ball. Thomas over the top of him. We've got a ball up.
Well, they've got to start generating some drive from the clearances. There's their interchange bench. 2 missing.
2, yeah.
Hitchcock with the shoulder and Salapic, as you mentioned, Matty, with the shoulder as well. So they're out of business. 2 important players too.
Good mark.
It's a terrific mark from Newman, who's
had a good
game.
Well,
he had to mark it because if the ball had gone over the back, he's directed the opponent boat. Had a paddock to run into, but good calculated risk.
Graham in a ray of sunshine.
Geez, hasn't he filled out? He was
a big unit, isn't he?
Big beanpole when he started.
And that kick holds up in the breeze, and it's an easy one for Surgeon to mark. All the Tiger players just turned around and looked. Port fans very vocal at half-time when the umpires were coming off. Not happy with what they perceived to be a rough deal in the first half. Farmer was in front.
Just get in and ask Smithy. Smithy, the Tigers all appear to have fresh jumpers on. They've gone into the rooms at half-time, maybe had a shower.
I'm not too sure about having a shower, Pickers, but definitely changed the shorts, put the nice dry jumper on, so they're all fit and healthy.
Trengove and Graham doing just a bit of push and shove there in the ruck. Trengove won the knock. Kane Corns got it towards Stewart. He's slung around and he's hard to get free. It ends up with Kane Corns. It tapped cleverly to him. His kick is short to Boak. It falls for Kasisi. He steps through some traffic. A chance here. Broadbent has Roden behind him. Good tackling, Newman and Farmer.
Gee, I reckon when you try to fend off, you're probably lucky not to have been in there. A bit of bit from the young fellas. Trengove and big Angus Graham. Just a bit of jumping, punching.
Just being careful there. Here's Roden getting free. Not 15 metres. An up and under kick. Thomas came through, so did Ebert. Thrown to the ground by Farmer. Martin with strength. That's been his forte all day. And his kick clear. White.
No purchase on that.
No, it just stopped in a puddle. And there's White tapping it back, but Pearce just half a fumble. Boat got it clear. It's very tense at the moment. Neither side can get
there
free.
He is.
Now Roden does. He hits it low. He wants it to slide, but there's a goalkeeper there by the name of Moore.
Yeah, we saw a bit of a push and shove. This is what started it all.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Jingo. Now, Big Angus, if you had connected with that right cross, you'd be spending a little bit of Barry Hall time. A few weeks holiday.
What's that, the baseball call? Just outside.
Well, it's a reasonably impressive start by Port, though, all the same.
Well, because the important part of that is David Roden. He's had 2 hard-ball gets. We saw him have that shot on goal because he was just in and under. Didn't see that in him in the first half. He only had the 4 possessions, and he's already had 2 important possessions for his own confidence, more importantly for Port, to get themselves back in this game.
They are working harder.
My word, they are.
Of course, what Port will be hoping to do is get some goals on the scoreboard, get it to a very small margin, and put the doubt back onto Richmond, who've failed to win a game.
Well, you have that mental pressure. All of a sudden they get 2 or 3 goals. It's been played since half-time in their half. It's 5 inside 50s to zip. But they haven't got a score yet, Matty. They haven't got a goal. They forced it behind through the Roden kick. But you can just see, I reckon they had their ears scrubbed off at half-time by the coach. And the problem is they're coming from a long way back. 5 goals is a big deficit on a day like this.
Kane Corns is in and under. Well, Thomas is there. And once again, it's all stalemate. The start of this third quarter, we've played 5 minutes.
Matty, you can see Ben Griffiths there, copped a corky right above the right knee there. They just got him to do a couple of run-throughs, a couple of squats, but on a day like today, you don't want a corky.
Gee, Edwards gave it back to Port Adelaide there, so can they get a score from it? Thomas couldn't get boot to ball. Martin tapped it out, picked up cleanly by Cochin. That is the difference in the game at the moment.
He's so clean, that young player, isn't he? His Cousins just keep giving him the ball.
Cousins' kick holds up in the breeze. First back, though, is Surgeon. Nahas over the top of him. Chaplin with the fend off. Back pedals, got himself free nicely. Now he laid it onto the chest of Thomas. Now Port Adelaide have a player out wide. He's used. Westhoff off a step. It's just not his day, Westhoff.
Stephen Salopek, boys, miraculous recovery. He can hardly use his right wing, but he's actually out and running.
I wouldn't think he'll be coming back on all of a sudden. Not the way he's running, surely. Smith, you're not going to put him back on the ground.
Looks like a massive thermo skin he's got over that right shoulder too, Pickers.
Yeah, he's running up and down in front of you, Smith. You just keep an eye out because he didn't seem to be all that confident.
Port Adelaide pressing here. They've got another chance as we see Salopek warm up.
Got a very stiff wing, hasn't he, with all that taping? It's just how much he can use of that right shoulder.
Roden again, crumbing this time.
Well, the one thing is when you've had a lot of shoulder problems is you do know what you can and can't deal with.
Travis Boat knows he can find a teammate. It's Chad Corns. Doesn't have it. Crowd want a free kick. Diving in was Newman. And he goes back a second time. Holding the ball.
He did well there, Luke McGon, because Chad Corns, he tackled him, got in front position, OK, drops it, tackles him, but then let's go straight away. You can see he lets go straight away, doesn't carry on with it. That was very smart by him, not to give the free kick away, knew his limitations.
Well picked up, Jack, because the crowd were thinking that Corns was impeded, and he wasn't. He is off the ground, Gus.
Now, the funny thing was there,
Hayden Kennedy
went to blow his whistle, Hayden Kennedy, but just as he was doing it, he hit the deck himself. You'll see him at the bottom of the screen there.
That's dangerous.
He really kicked his head clean off.
Too much to say, Port Adelaide. Jacob Surgeon's come over and given the umpire spray, and he's telling him to clear away. I mean, I know they're frustrated, but they've got to get themselves, take their frustration out in work rate. Get in and get back into this game.
It's all played at one end of the ground at the moment. Broadbent's kick in deep. Farmer farms it out to Nason, and it's going to come back again, this time with Josh Carr. Swings onto his left. Kicks it up high, big pack forming. Crummer is Boak, tunnels his way through. Second attempt, going nowhere.
You see Salopek down. Let's get down to Smithy. Smithy, he's been trying to convince the doctors he's right to go, isn't he, Steve Salopek?
Because all he's saying is, let me have a crack. And they've really tested it out. They were giving it a good wrench, etc. He's really keen to get back out there.
Trengove's kick forward, a chance of Port here. Chad Corns working hard. Ebert tunnels through his legs. Jake King tries to get it out. Here's a chance for Kasisi. Will it spill out to a Port player for a quick snap at goal? It's bouncing around. Slippery ball. Hard to get clear. Cochin. Look at the pressure. And Newman watches it.
Well done to Richmond. I mean, they didn't panic under pressure there.
Kick in, though. Gee, that went 10 metres at best.
Richmond to clear. That kick's going to hold up in the breeze. One-on-one. Carlisle, experience there. Nason went in. It falls now for Astbury.
He was clean.
He couldn't quite get the kick, though. Nason followed up with a handball over the top. Port Adelaide are pressing everywhere. They are at the tackle now. Nahas, here's a chance. Westhoff's in the middle. He's spotted by Chaplin. Further afield is Corns. Corns in the centre of the ground. Inside 50 he goes. The spoil from Moore. It's a strong one.
They got numbers.
Newman to clean up to Delidio. And Richmond once again repel Port Adelaide.
Well, that's their 9th entry, Matty, for 2 behinds only. I mean, it's killing Port Adelaide that they're not being able to get any result for all the dominance they've had as far as getting it in there. But Richmond's defence, to their credit, really holding up.
Kasisi, the warrior, having a spell.
He looks a bit sore too.
Has he been in the forward line?
Well,
he's on the forward line, he's been hurt.
He's been at the bottom of every pack.
Oh, he's tough.
Kasisi, he's trying his backside off.
Trengove wins the knock. The attitude has definitely lifted for Port, but they're not getting the result on the board as yet. Salopek is on the ground. He's in the contest.
This will kill him if they give him that once for a goal.
Edwards' kick towards Nahas. He's up quickly, and that kick is going to go out on the... No, it's just in play from Surgeon. In the end, it was a clever one.
It would have been just better just to hold his body Nahas against Jacob Surgeon. He went for the bit of a nudge, didn't give the free kick away, but because of the nudge, he went in the ground.
This entry by the Tigers into their forward 50 against the run of play here. Surgeon again off the ground, this time straight into the breadbasket of Chaplin. Well worked by Carr. The kick. Well, luckily it falls for Boak. Thomas gets in his way. Boak went again. Chadcorns burrowing through. Beautiful pick-up by Thomas.
Well,
Salopek was on, but he goes longer into the pocket looking for Ebert. 2-on-1 situation, and they run out of room.
we did say at the start of the game that early goals in these conditions are critical, and Richmond are the ones that jumped out of the blocks. And Port Adelaide now have got a lot of chasing to do to win this game. Still to kick 5 goals in a quarter and a half. They've only managed 2 so far.
Roden was there, but he's beaten to it. Delidio standing in the tackle. Port Adelaide came back against the Demons last week brilliantly. Not 15. Play on the call. Well, they won't want to be 5 goals down at three-quarter time, Pickers.
No, they have got, well, they kicked 8 last week,
yep,
but completely different conditions. I've got no doubt by the end of this game, a slogging match last week, we've taken a fair bit out of Port.
Polak's kick didn't get clear. Tuck off the ground. That'll test the shoulder out, Stephen. Courageous move by Salopek. Out there again with that shoulder.
Jeez, we'll test it from here.
Just got to get it up, and hopefully the breeze will give it a bit of momentum.
He's going to have to hit it at the left goal post here, the way the wind's swinging.
He's kicking with the breeze, and he's kicking from 50 to the square. Big punch from Polak. He wants the boundary line. So too Tuck.
Smart football, just clear the danger zone, double-fisted by Polak, and that's been the order of their play today, Richmond. They've just made good decisions in tight situations. When the contest's there, they've just played simple football, hard football, direct football, and consequently, that's why they're winning.
I think they've just been a bit harder, a bit cleaner. In a nutshell for...
Oh, well, it's mindset and attitude, but you still got to get, I guess, your structures and things right out there, and self-assessment is that kicking the ball long, not trying to, they haven't gone to ground too many times when they didn't, in crucial stages when they didn't have to go down the ground.
Somebody who's been very good, Shane Tuck. Gee, 24 touches, 10 tackles. He's having a very good year, Shane Tuck. It took him a while to get in. Not sure what the reason was early days, but he's been a very consistent player.
His work in close has been superb.
Absolutely.
So many players around this ball, and Richmond are happy to just clog it up at this stage, although I'm not sure about that attempt for the kick from Martin.
Okay, we've played 13 and a half minutes in the quarter. Richmond yet to score. Port Adelaide to kick 2 points.
Well,
so
we're halfway through.
And you reckon 5 goals are going to be difficult to get?
Well, I think this second half of the third quarter, it decides the match.
Oh, absolutely.
Right here, right now, Port Adelaide have to make their run. They cannot leave it to the last quarter.
Matty, I think it's pretty much decided. They've weathered the storm here, Richmond, this first 10 minutes, and they've got control of the game. They're controlling the onslaught of Port's inside 50s. They've had over 10 inside 50s for only 2 points.
Cochin didn't take that one. He rides his opponent into the ground. It's a free kick in the back. It's going to Logan.
This will be their 11th entry for the quarter to 1.
And Trengover's there.
Chance. Got it.
He spilt it. He almost had it. But Roden is lurking. He's got some support. It spills back out to Boak. Smothered again. And once again, Richmond hold firm.
Let's have a look at this. It's very difficult to take marks today. It was a chest mark. You had 1 go at it, 2 goes at it. Oh, you'd nearly pay that. No, oh, you're hard taskmasters, you blokes. Just trying to get Port Adelaide some value for their efforts, for their 11 entries. It'll be 12 in a sec.
Here it comes. Boak got fist to ball. Now that's a hold. That's a Port Adelaide free kick against Nason.
That would have been a good advantage to have played.
Pearce decides Collins is the best option long.
Oh, great courage there.
Collins.
And that's, I mean, they've been overlapping for each other because you called it in the second quarter. We saw it, Richmond players just peeling off and just doing the 1%ers, and that just got in the vision of Chad Corns and had to make him think that he's not going to have a clean run at it. And that's what these conditions, when you're called upon, you've got to go your turn. And Richmond, they've answered to every time they've been called upon.
Thomas, Cassisi, Pearce within range. Daniel Pearce needed to kick that. It's their third behind for the quarter.
Tigers are just holding at the moment, holding. So all they're doing. Jeez, slack zone. It's a bit easy, that. This may be a good kick.
Well, he's called the play on. Pearce trying to corral more to the pocket. He's had to go inboard to Newman. A little bit of pressure there from Newman. We got clear. Revolt, the jump over the top. He's been cold. Now a chance for Port. Nash under the chest of Broadbent. Now Travis Boak, he didn't know it was meant for him. Cutting through Delidio. McGuan's in trouble. Delidio. Cool under pressure. Tough one for King to mark. They're fancy get out on Stewart, but he just played percentages.
Kept his head over it and just kept his work rate at the ball at the contest and killed the ball over the line. It's just smart play under pressure there. Newman just had to get the ball out. They've been very good on a lot of those chances that Port have been pressing. They've just been cool when it was counted.
See Kane Corns there gone to Cochin. Cochin's had it 20 times. Very good afternoon.
Again, Port Adelaide push forward. Standing in the way was Farmer.
Pick it up. Sorry, a cake of soap.
It is. Webberley. Asprey. Tuck again. Nason off the ground. Clever kick.
That's a race.
No one home as yet.
It's gone to ground.
Kept his feet.
It's a
chance for Richmond. And it's a point.
Yeah. Fantastic play by Cousins there.
Yeah, good show of speed there by the 32-year-old.
Yeah, my word.
Just kept at it.
Well, that's been, you've mentioned it a couple of times, Glenn, the fact that the Tigers have kept their feet in the contest.
Been very important in this type of game to play those simple percentages, but you've got to make allowances that you know your opponent's probably going to overcommit, and if they do, they're going to go to ground. You're going to still be the man standing with the possession of the ball, and I think they've just read the conditions a lot better than Port today.
Again, the sun just peeking through.
They're on here if they can get it to Ebert.
But Boak has just given it straight to Delidio, and that was a real opportunity missed. Chaplin, he kept his feet, did well.
He's gone back to Rewalt after he kicked 3 goals. He's been a pretty good player, Troy Chaplin.
Farmer, quick gives a good one. That's clean footy from Tigers in the wet, but a wonderful smother from Carr. Here's a chance for Port. Ebert one-on-one with Moore.
Oh, look at us.
Throw it in. Port fans on their feet again. Not happy. Once again, another entry into the Port forward 50. And once again, it's repelled by the Tigers' defence in the form of Collins. Chaplin paddling towards the line. He's wrapped up beautifully. Nice tackle, Revolt.
Well, we've got 7 minutes left, Matty. You can just sense if Richmond go against the run of play here, it could be the knockout punch if they go to the end of the ground and kick a goal. They could really deflate the confidence of Port Adelaide players and this crowd here.
Westhoff over the top.
This wet crowd too, Jacko. They've been sitting here all day. It's their 140th year, celebrating what a magnificent club Port Adelaide have been, the Magpies and Port Adelaide AFL club.
Got that in their jumper today. A little Magpie symbol in the corner.
And they haven't played like the Port Adelaide everyone comes to expect. And what the people that follow Port Adelaide demand, they haven't played like that today. The Tigers have.
Matty, no protest about the Magpie on the jumper anywhere?
Oh, there might have been just a small one earlier, but I think that's all water under the bridge, Jago. But Richmond again.
Just getting them on the spread here.
Wonderful defence. Salopek got in the way. A chance now for Broadbent. He found himself in some space, and it was a clever handball to Nash.
It's an important kick, this
Nash,
one.
it's a beauty. Well, we are 20 minutes into the third quarter. This their best opportunity for just their third goal of the day.
Put a Hocking there, the runner. So, righto, mate, we need something here. He's trained off a bit there, Bud.
Oh, didn't he play well in these conditions?
He loved him. He's a brilliant player. Gee, they need this boy to kick this goal.
Daniel Stewart, back from North Adelaide last week. Just his second game. It's his second goal, and it's a big one. They're alive.
Well, important kick. We mentioned the forward inside 50. As you see, they win possession here. He just has to hit the target here. It was very, very important as they took possession. Hits it in the inside. That's a good kick. Split the Richmond defenders who were trying to zone off there. Maybe that's a recipe now for the remainder of this quarter when they go in. Don't go in haphazardly and just boot it in there. Try and spread the Richmond defenders and hit a target.
Stewart kicked the goal, and the crowd find their voice once again. Back to a 21-point margin.
It's their first goal since deep in the first quarter.
Yep.
So they just get another one in a row here. They might start to panic on the old Richmond faces.
They've won a clearance. Carr's kick. Stewart's there again. Boak is coming. Boak arrives. Boot to ball. Westhoff thought about it. Wanted to go by himself and kick the point.
Okay, the Tiger fans at home.
You can hear the wind in the effects mics at ground level. It's still pushing hard.
You'll be sitting at home at the moment.
Next
thinking,
five, yeah.
Gee, we're worried. Well, they're kicking in the last quarter with, we reckon, a 4-goal win in normal conditions, probably a 6-goal win.
Jacko, any rain on the way?
At this stage, no, but I'll just go speak to my man outside and he'll let me know.
Because Port Adelaide want to keep it dry, or as dry as can be. Logan's kick is low. Cassisi is there again. Right with him, Edwards.
Well, Pickett's 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Damien Hardwick tends to not want to put blokes behind the ball. They are desperate for their first win. Has he got to bite the bullet and just put a few blokes behind the ball?
I would. I'd be just trying to block it up now. This is the most dangerous 5 minutes of their game, because I reckon the last quarter they can hang on if they continue their effort. But you don't want to leak another goal or two here and give Port half a sniff, because they do finish games off well.
Carlisle was there. Chad Corns. He's given the free kick away, and here's the rain, Jacko.
Told you it's coming.
Look at the rain and wind down there. I just hope it's swirling into that dugout where Smithy's sitting.
Well, the Tigers won't mind this. They won't mind it at all. It's pretty heavy. It'll make goals hard to come by once again. Jake King, the clearing kick into the driving rain. Not free yet, Surgeon. Trengove off the ground. Surgeon bundles Edwards out of the way.
Good umpiring, really.
Yep.
Yeah, spot on.
That's exactly right.
Ran into him and played for the free. And this is not a time to be playing for free kicks. It's a time for body lining the ball. Just putting your head over it when you have to. You can see that wind coming in with the rain on the side. It's going Port Adelaide's way, but for all the entries and all the dominance they've had in this quarter, they've only kicked 1 goal. Gee, this kid's been strong.
Jeez.
Dustin Martin.
He doesn't mind to bust through, but his kick's out of bounds on the full. So Port with a chance. 20-point game. 4 minutes remaining for Port in this third term with the use of this breeze. Goes over the back, as we've seen a few times. Farmer caught by Westhoff. Ball up the back. Stewart. Big Daniel Stewart was there. It's inside forward 50s for this quarter. Just that it's been all at one end.
You know what it is, Matty? 18-2. 18 entries, Port Adelaide, for one goal. 1 goal 4, sorry. And Richmond had 2 entries for 1 behind.
Off the ground, Nash. Carr has the mark. And he moves it quickly.
It's got to be.
He throws it onto the boot. He went for the tumble, and it didn't pay off. But, yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that. Get it in quickly, put the defence under pressure. Pretty much everyone's in the Richmond 50 at the moment. Well, there's no one past centre-half forward for Richmond.
Boundary throw-in. 30 metres out from the Port goal. Graham was there, punched forward by Trengove. Off the ground. Unfortunately for Port, there was a Richmond man and Farmer was there. And so, another behind.
Look at that. You can see where all the players are. Pretty much everyone in defence for Richmond. Tigers just have to hit the defensive side, which is where he's going, and get it as close to the boundary as possible, which is a good kick in, that one.
And holds up.
And hope for the boundary line here.
Chad Corns.
That's a great result.
Yeah, there's a free kick afterwards.
So it's frustrated. He's trying hard. They're all trying hard. The power, but they're just not getting any value for their entries.
Revolt. Again, it holds up in that breeze. Salter was there. Look at the numbers for Richmond at the back. Nason is running for Cousins. He gives it off to him.
And keep running, and now hit the spot here. I think it's Martin pushing forward.
Oh, he's pushed real well here, but the kick just couldn't get it over to him.
It's Tuck, actually.
White is there with Stewart, and he holds it up. It's a win for the Tigers.
It certainly is. It's important for him to keep it now. There's a couple of minutes left, and now if they get their setups right and try and win possession here, another kick to the goal square, and they may be able to pinch a goal at three-quarter time.
Punch forward by Graham. Who's going to be clean here? Nason wasn't.
Lucky not to give away a free kick there. No, Nash.
It's so slippery. There's Nash again.
He played for that.
Or was that Thomas?
He got a knock on the head first, and then he fell into his back. So the first one probably wasn't there if you have a look.
Not doubting the free kick, but the second one, but similar to that one with Surgeons, where the umpire clarified that he played for it.
Well, poor kick. Onto the chest of Delidio.
He's getting busy too. 21. This is 22nd touch. Delidio. A terrific season as well.
Oh, it's actually off the side, but it might work here. It falls for Nason. He had a man going past. He went back into traffic. He turned it around the corner, and Nahas almost fumbled what could be the most important mark of the day.
Once again, I mean, you look at, he should have probably given the handball to Cousins here, but opportunity, there it is, a forward playing in front in a dangerous zone, dangerous area, part of the forward 50, 25 metres out, and that's what Richmond have done all day for these three quarters, is had their forwards in opportunist positions playing in front.
He missed one at the start of the game, boys. Exact same position.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
He's kicking it in the mud. Find a bit of dry ground, son, and ram it home.
This is a big kick. Nahas hooks it left. It was a huge kick.
It would have been a killer for Mark Williams and his team, who have dominated the quarter for no result, really. If he had been able to sneak a goal with a minute and a half to go, you just couldn't see there was any way that Port Adelaide could win.
I agree totally. That was a kick that would have snuffed them out. Big, long kick in. Westhoff with a big jump.
Yeah, it's just like percentage, that stuff.
It's coming back towards Surgeon. Onto the chest of Logan. Port need a goal with a minute remaining in this third term. They're not going to get it there.
Over the back.
Chance for Nason.
Look at this.
He fell over, but he's there. He throws it on the boot, and he tumbles it through for the Tigers. A big goal again.
Oh, Port Adelaide, I'm sorry, but when you got Justin Westhoff trying to take the mark of the year, 3 deep in the wet game, it went straight back the other way. Now, that's not percentage stuff. I'm sorry, boys. On a day like this, quick kick back in. They win it over here. Tuck involved again. Bang it forward. Play the percentages. He was forward because of the kick in that had gone wrong. And goal, Richmond. Game over as far as I'm concerned. Unless Port can get some value for their effort, they're gone.
Ben Nason, the young man from Central District here in Adelaide. 2 goals this afternoon. And what an important that one is. What an important one that one is, I should say. That's English language, isn't it?
Nearly shut the gate here.
Oh, Westhoff to make amends.
Go one-handers now.
He's getting a bit of boxing from the crowd, but it was a terrific mark.
To the danger zone. coming back, Revolt to help out. They got all the numbers back, Richmond.
Once
and
again,
they know they're inside the last minute.
Once again, I'll just praise Richmond, their ability to work for each other. And this time, Revolt just coming over and lending support. Got a hand to it, kills the ball. Ball goes through for a point. They an opportunity to start again.
Kick to the outer side once again. Two Port Adelaide players collide. King sliding in. So too Trengove. Martin. Chad Corns is there, Tandling. Tackled by Cassisi. Cochin throws it on the boot just to get some distance, get it away from the contest. Picked up now by Surgeon. Port have some numbers over the back. Chad Corns running past for him was Roden, but it's to no avail for the home team. They pressed continually in that quarter, but a late goal to Ben Nason against the run of the play has given the Tigers a 25-point lead at three-quarter time.